Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Khairada bin Roslan with my friend Muhammad Syahul Ikman bin Jasdiman, Muhammad Akil Aiman bin Abdul Manap, and Muhammad Syafiq bin Muhammad Sharif will present our assignment, which is impact of acoustic and vibration of HVAC on the human mental health and safety.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Akil Aiman bin Abdul Manap. My metric number is B0920104000. Today I will present about introduction, acoustic and vibration. Okay, noise. What is noise? Noise is a type of sound that is defined as unwanted, annoying, unpleasant or loud. So, normal sound become undesirable when it disturbs our normal activity such as working, sleeping and during conversation. Noise is a vibration that travels through the air or another medium and can be heard when they are reach a person or animal. Noise comes in all shape, size and sound. For example, construction, activity, dog barking, loud music and others. For vibration, what is vibration? Vibration is defined as the motion of the particle or body by which it is moved from its stable position. Any motion which repeats itself after an interval of time is called vibration. Unwanted motion that is transmitted to the building, structure or occupants. Vibration generally come from rotating equipment motion, for example, compressor or engine.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Khairada bin Roslan and I'm going to explain the impact of noise to human health and safety. For impact of noise to human health, first is worker will get tired faster because loud sound can stress you out and make you less productive. Second is increased irritability. Exposure to excessive noise can overstimulate the nervous system, increasing blood pressure level and can make people always angry. Third is impact ergonomic. When workers exposed to distracting noise are less likely to make a postural adjustment and make their slump at their desk, increasing the risk of musculoskeletal disorder. Fourth is increased stress level. When workers are exposed to excessive noise, it shows their epinephrine level is higher than normal that can cause increasing stress level and make them less motivation. And lastly is degenerate a healthy body. Excessive noise can affect on a person's hearing capability and also lead to lasting cardiovascular condition. It also can cause high blood pressure and high cholesterol. For impact of noise to human safety, first is can cause an injury and accident when working because loud noise can interfere with communication and concentration. Second is impairing ability to communicate. Noise-induced hearing loss can be profound, limiting your ability to hear high-frequency sound, understand speech, and impairing your ability to communicate. Third is ability to hear clearly. Exposure to workplace hazardous noise can cause permanent hearing loss in workers, which destroy their ability to hear clearly, such as warning signal. And lastly is less aware of work surrounding can cause workers not to pay attention if something happens. Now, I'm going to explain the impact of vibration to human health and safety. First, vibration can cause numbness that can make your hand and finger have tingling and loss of sensitivity and grip. Second, it can cause muscle fatigue and weakness. Third, vibration can cause hand-arm vibration syndrome. Effect of hand-arm vibration syndrome is collection of sensory, vascular and musculoskeletal symptoms caused by repetitive trauma from vibration. Fourth, vibration can cause bone cysts in finger and wrist area. Fifth is white finger. White finger is a damage that was caused by vibration to hand and causing hand has whiteness and pain in the finger. Sixth, vibration can cause muscle and joint damage in the hand and arm. For example, is tennis elbow, which is a painful condition that occurs when tendon in your elbow are overloaded, usually by repetitive motion of the wrist and arm. And lastly, vibration can cause lower back pain. It can cause damage to vertebrae and disc, ligament loose from shaking. Now I'm going to pass the slide to my friend.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Syaikman bin Jasdiman. So today I will be presenting about method to reduce the impact of acoustic and vibration of HVAC. So I will start with acoustic or noise. Point number one is using gears with both pattern, which is will provide a quiet run. This is approved and agreed by the engineers that tooth pattern is more quiet than any other pattern, and it also contribute the ability to hear clearly by human at the side. Number two is change chain and gear drive with bed drive. For a better sounding noise, chain and gear drive is not good because it will create a high frequency when metal is collide with another metal surface, and it will also create a large amount of vibration. Number three is tighten the joint or bolt and nut. It's a must for 3 months and 6 months by a technician or maintenance workers to prevent a noise at a small part, and at and actually the small part will lead to high frequency noise when it's not well maintained, and it also will harm the human ears or ability to communicate to each other at the workplace. Point number four is replacing metal parts with plastic ones in HVAC. For your information, it's also approved by the engineers that plastic is more durable and low noise compared to the metal material. And it also easy to install and low budget to execute. Uh, Point number five is modification of the energy source. For example, like fan speed or size of package. When we reduce the fan speed or use a speed, it will make a low noise, and use a perfect size of package to avoid unwanted noise. And lastly, to reduce the impact of noise is replacing motors with quieter ones. For example, using a motor that have feature of noise control, but it's a little bit expensive to install and to make a new quotation. Okay, next is method to controlling exposure to vibration. Point number one is anti-vibration tools. For example, during installation, use a proper tools that already designed for anti-vibration, such as hacking anti-vibration, drilling anti-vibration. Next is anti-vibration glove. Anti-vibration glove also contribute a lot in safety human because it will prevent hand-arm vibration syndrome, sensory nerve damage, and muscle fatigue and weakness. The material of anti-vibration glove is co-elastic plastic, and if we compare to the cheaper glove, it just using wool or cotton material that will harm of human. Then number three is safe work practices. Uh, the meanings of safe work practices is maintenance work by human must include predict replacement to get less hour working hour at vibration workplace. And this ethic will prevent continuous exposure to vibration. And lastly is employee education. This is the most important part because it will heightening the awareness of noise and vibration impact to human. So they will realize how bad is noise and vibration could do to human. And the best way is to give a proper training and education, at least one time per month. That today the employee education like this is already employed in Malaysia.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Shafiq. So today I would like to explain about the discussion. So basically the discussion is talk about the what we get from this assignment. So based on this study, first we are able to study the impact of noise and vibration to human health and safety. Second, we can determine the way to overcome the noise and vibration. All of us know all problems also have the solution. So, for the conclusion, what we can conclude for this assignment is noise is an environmental burden whose health impacts have been the subject of numerous studies. Noise annoyance in itself can be regarded as an environmental health, such as stress, affect mental health, and contribute to developing health issues such as high blood pressure. Direct exposure to loud or persistent noise can also lead to hearing impairment. Children are particularly vulnerable to the negative health effects of noise pollution. It may be possible to reduce levels of noise in the home, school, or workplace with simple change such as soundproofing and turning off device. That's all from us. Thank you.